Today's port report is from Princess Cruise Line's Terminal 2 at Port Everglades, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Everybody's coming.
We got updated port basics, our first impressions, and suggestions about the immediate area. Let's get into it. I'm Troy, and this is the Port Lowdown. From our last video, here's a link. We talked about Port Everglades and its huge size, multiple terminals, and restrictive access. With Terminal 2, it's going to be a little different. They are located at the far north end of a huge 8-terminal complex. Terminals 2 and 4 are next to each other at right angles, 2 for Princess and 4 for Disney Cruise Line. 3 things set these terminals apart. 1, they sit just outside the security zone, so access is more fluid. Cars go directly in without the formalities of ID checks. You can even walk there if you choose, but it's still a 15-minute walk from the closest intersection of 17th and Eisenhower Boulevard. 2, it's next to the convention center, which is also expanding. The area will become even busier very soon. And 3rd, it's adjacent to 17th Street, which is a main corridor for hotels, food, and shopping. Not to mention its easy access across the bridge to the popular Las Olas beach area. Bear in mind everything is fairly spread out and it's best explored by car, although 17th Street is flat and easy to walk down. It's just long. So let's go over the port experience, starting with services in the immediate area, the 17th Street corridor. 17th Street has lots of hotels, of course, with even more across the bridge in Las Olas and even further inland. Hotel supply is not an issue, so where you stay depends on your needs. Want all the beach action along Las Olas? You pay more, of course, and you're further from the port. Just doing an overnight, need a quick pit stop, find a strip mall that suits you on the map, and find the closest hotel. Whatever you choose, you'll eventually need wheels to get to the terminal or sightsee. We stayed overnight at Hyatt Place and it was fine, within walking distance to shopping and food and a quick 10-minute Uber to the port. 17th Street also has lots of strip malls with grocery stores, restaurants, liquor supply, clothes, even flip-flops. This area is essentially cruise passenger row. This Walgreens, for example, is particularly useful for being right at 17th and Eisenhower for the usual sundry and pharmacy needs. They also have a particularly good travel size section.
You already got this? Mm-hmm. Okay. And then the sunburn.
Oh, wow, cool.
And
nausea.
a nausea band.
There's also ample ATMs around. Here's 3 examples. B of A, Chase, and TD Bank. Again, easier with a card. You enter the port via Eisenhower, passing the Heron Parking garage on the right when you turn. Note that the convention parking on the left is not for cruisers. The garage is a first-come, non-reserve facility with 1,818 spaces. There's also a 5th floor pedestrian bridge with moving sidewalks. Since you can't reserve spaces in advance, timing is everything. According to the cruise critic boards, the best time to show up is around 10:30 a.m. to account for passengers departing the previous cruise. As of recording, the rate is $20 per day, $25 for oversized vehicles. We entered via Uber. You circle right, past the Disney terminal, and a round island area which looks reserved for big bus drop-offs. Everyone else pulls up to the same drop area where porters are waiting to scoop up your checked luggage. The walk area is kind of bland and long, but has wheelchair accessible ramps. Now the line to enter the terminal may look alarming, but it moves fairly quickly. Benches and this handy bathroom were also outside. It took about 20 to 25 minutes from the time we got in line to pass security. Once past security, Princess lays out the welcome mat with fast and friendly check-in kiosks and ample service desks. Around here is also another bathroom. Then comes this fun and flashy atrium. Nobody wants to take a picture with Captain Stanley? Beyond is the boarding waiting area, which got quite congested despite having lots of seats. Now how this all goes down depends on your loyalty status. As you know, Princess uses these round medallions. The background color determines your loyalty status. Blue is for new cruisers, gold after your first cruise, ruby, or red, after completing 3 cruises or 30 days, platinum after 5 cruises or 50 days, and black for elite after 15 cruises or 150 days. If you're blue, gold, or ruby, you get a boarding card assigning you a group number, then wait to be called. I didn't notice bathrooms here, but there were some vending machines. Platinum and Elite members pass all this and go upstairs to board with no waiting. One of the perks. Up the escalator, you'll find another waiting area which you'll likely just pass through before boarding the ship. After some weaves, you get in. The whole process, from drop-off to ship boarding, took about 40 to 45 minutes. If you have to wait downstairs with a boarding card, pad the time by at least another 15 to 30 minutes. By the way, if you're finding this video useful, hit us up with a like. And consider subscribing. We have weekly videos to serve the independent cruiser, including port reports, ship tours, and tips. Getting out, like most ports, is straightforward as far as picking up your luggage. The luggage retrieval area, grouped by color codes, is typically huge and organized. Once outside, however, things got unexpectedly tricky. We needed an Uber to the airport, but the pickup location just got recently moved. Walk out and pass the first drop area for about 50 yards to the new taxi and private pickup area. There are two sections side by side that serve the same passengers. The trick is to flag your driver. You can use this address. However, this area gets congested with passengers and incoming cars all coming from the same street. So it's important to keep an eye out and flag down your driver, since security will likely hustle cars far forward. In the meantime, just be patient and give yourself a little extra time to get to the airport. It took about an hour from leaving the ship to getting to our Uber car. All in all, the port experience was a mixed bag. Nice terminal, convenient location, but a bit chaotic with traffic, which of course will change in time, I'm sure. Still, you can't beat the sail away. Have you sailed with Princess out of Terminal 2? Anything to add or suggest? Leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you.